Good morning, everyone. Good morning from Frankie. He was coming up to say hi to everybody. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Courtney. I'm here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary and ReelTime Rescue. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. Hello, Sven and Elaine. If you're not new here and you've seen Sven and Elaine before or when they were just rescued, you'll be impressed at how brave he is coming right up to me. Those guys are our latest rescue, and the conditions that they were saved from were absolutely horrific, and they didn't really want anything to do with people before, understandably so. They're still quite skittish, but doing a lot better. So, like I said, if you're new here, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll just tell you a little bit about us. We are an animal sanctuary out in Arizona, which is part of the Sonoran Desert. So here we get very extreme temperatures, and we kind of always touch on that on pretty much every live stream because it's just the reality of what we have to deal with. And so today I thought I'd just kind of show you some of the things that, we do on a daily basis to try to help everybody survive and thrive here in the desert. Right now I'm just topping off all the waters. You'll see we're waters everywhere. All these guys, you'll see the cows, our Sven and Elaine, Esperanza with the ducks. If you go all the way down the row, we've got everybody eating breakfast, and these are the ones that have to be separated. We have, a group of larger animals here that are all fine to eat together, and we just kind of, separate by, Esperanza here is just very shy, so she doesn't really want to eat with those big guys that are, headbutting, chasing each other around, tussling a lot. And then Princess Buttercup is one of our oldest residents. Speaking of, I need to go grab her medicine. Huh, baby? I'm sorry, I don't have it yet. I have it. It's ready. I just didn't bring it with me. You might have seen her like kind of hitch her step a little bit, like a limp. It might look a little cloudy and hazy. We have the misters going already. We have two misting systems, one over here and then one over on the bird side that I'll show you. So today's a little bit different because the high is going to be 99 degrees or so, which means we don't have to put all the birds away into Cluckingham Palace. But I'll kind of show you that because I don't think I've ever been able to go inside, because usually by the time I do a live stream, all the birds have been moved already. So I'm gonna turn this water off for now, just so it doesn't overflow. Come back and finish the waters. And we got Johnny over here on poo duty, cleaning up, saying hi. Hey, boys. So I'll just also show you some of the little treats that we do. I had some yellow watermelon yesterday. I think that was the first time I've ever had yellow watermelon. It tasted just like regular watermelon, but after I ate some of it, I cut the rest of it, like the rind and the fruit around it. I cut it into some big chunks that in a little while I'm gonna set out for the birds. Hi, Millie. Hi, Millie. And the birds will kind of just peck at it and really enjoy that. And it kind of, since it's frozen, it kind of keeps them cool too. So while I'm walking down, I'll show you. There's a black wire you might see that's going behind the coops, behind the fence, though that's our misting system for this side. It's for the birds, and it does spray into the field a little bit for any animals that want to go in there or close to that line. So I'll show you in here. So this is Pie's side. We have a smaller section here. Last summer it was occupied with 3 birds, Pie, Thelma, and Pepper. This is kind of like our special needs side. It's smaller, and that way they won't get bullied by everybody else. But you see there's an air conditioning coop right there on the wall, or an air conditioning unit, and another air conditioning unit right there. We've got their water, which also has just a tiny splash of apple cider vinegar in it for their digestion. And you'll see that litter box of dirt and dust. That is so that they can dust bathe in there. I can see from all that wetness, kind of gross, this water container must have leaked, which is not good. So good thing they don't have to go in there today, so we can keep this open and it can get all dried out. So they've got plenty of places, to perch, and some feel in here. They've got, nesting boxes in case any of them want to lay an egg, or just, have some privacy in there. And I'll show you guys our freezers. So we won't have to move ice packs in there. We'll only have to put them on the tortoises' backs, like their backpack. You can see we kind of jerry-rigged this. We noticed that this deep freezer was kept popping open, so we have a bag of pig feed on top. But inside, it's like a bunch of frozen gallon-sized water bottles, and we put that in the coops. And some of the chickens will like stand on it and kind of just get close and feel that cold radiating. You can see we have our extras here. And then if you come over here, I'll show you, we've got some of our popsicles, some frozen bananas and strawberries and water in here, and then we'll tie them up with the rope. And then here's that frozen watermelon. I'm gonna set it out to thaw for a few minutes so the birds' little beaks will be able to peck at it soon. I figured I would do that today because we can't usually do that since they're lately always inside of the clucking ham. And we can't put any treats or any, produce in there because it will attract flies and it'll get yucky in there. So I've got the syringes, this lighter one. You can see the dissolved pill. Oh, hi, Millie. Hi, Millie. I don't have a treat for you yet. She knows I'm a sucker. I got some watermelon thawing out. Just let it get a touch warmer for you, okay? So yeah, as I was saying, this one's, you can see that how it's a lot lighter. It has double pain pills in there. Good morning. Because Princess, her arthritis is getting worse. The other syringe is for Gilbert, our other little old guy. So I'll set these over here. Actually, I can take Princess's with me. I can get that to her since she's by herself in a stall. Oh, Frankie, sir, you already had your medicine. Both of these guys got their probiotic sandwich this morning. So they are done. You are done. Just go finish your hay. Hi, Albert. Here you, Suppy. Nope, you boys are done. Go eat your hay. Good job. Hold on, Gilbert. I'll get yours too. We get it for Princess, and she was waiting. Hi, Chico. Hello, sweet girl. Look how easily she takes this too. What a good girl. A million times easier than when I have to medicate my cat. Oh my goodness. Okay, Gilbert, I'll grab yours next. I'll grab yours right now, okay, buddy? Since he does look like he's ready. Sometimes if he's back there eating hay and I bring the syringe over to the gate, he's like, I don't want that, I want my hay. But it does seem like he's kind of ready for it. Yeah, so not a lot going on lately, other than I'm not sure if we've touched on it with Albert on his health issues lately. Albert was that big Suffolk sheep, that gray one that came up to me. Come here. Oh, see, now we've got everybody trying to get it. Good boy, good job. It's been months now that he's been looking a little skinny. He's looking better now. He did look like really skinny for a while. And we noticed some digestive issues, so he's been on probiotics now for months. Are you ready? Do you want to come out, Mama? You all finished? There you go. Yeah, as I was saying, so now he's been on probiotics for months, and at his last shearing, which was just the other week, he mentioned, our shearer mentioned that he thought, based off of how, skinny he was, and his eyelids, I guess, were looking light, and he said that can be a sign of, like worms or parasites. So we're like, oh gosh, we got to get him his poo tested. So we did that actually twice. They took 2 samples, and they both came back negative. There was nothing in his poo, so good and bad. I mean, it's good because we don't want him to have parasites, but it's also bad because we don't know why he's not able to keep on weight and why he is getting a little skinnier. But honestly, after thinking about it some more, Michelle, the wonderful property owner, and I kind of realized that he is getting a little up there in age, and it can sometimes be difficult for older animals to get enough calories and just get enough to eat and for their bodies to process and retain it all. So I still think of him as this little sheep that would follow us around everywhere, but he's got to be almost around 8 years old. And based off of a couple internet searches, his breed of sheep lives, some of the websites are saying 8 to 10, some were saying 11 to 13, but basically he's at getting up there. So that could just be why he's having a little bit of a struggle, getting a little skinny and everything. Oh, we've got cute little Elaine. Now Elaine knows that in a couple of minutes, once her brother seems done, oh, you're gonna nibble me? Do my fingers taste like peanut butter from the sandwiches? In a few minutes, I'm gonna let her brother Sven out because he does get a little excited, and sometimes he kind of bullies her a little bit in there. And that's just because they didn't have any food security for so long, so he's kind of protective of the hay. So whenever we're here, I'm gonna need some more hose. I don't want to yank on it. I try to get Sven out, and then I give her a bowl with a little bit of hay pellets and say put some chopped banana in there just to make sure she has enough calories. Make sure she gets enough. Oh, sorry, boys, not trying to trip you. Got all the hose in like a big pile over there. It's not knotted, luckily. Oh, forgot to fill this one. So I think you've seen before our electrolytes that we use. Just it looks like a big bottle of gray liquid. It's from the molasses that we put in there. We don't put it in the regular waters because we don't want to attract pests. They would be attracted to the sugar from the molasses. But sometimes we'll go down the row and just put a little in all their special food bowls, and then we try to give some to them out here too. I gave them a couple gallons yesterday, and I'll probably give them the other gallon today. We do have a video on exactly how to make the electrolytes. I think it's might be our first video or one of our very first videos. So you'll have to check out our little page on under ReelTime Animal Rescue under Goats with Horns. If you go on their YouTube page, you'll see there's a bunch of amazing sanctuaries you can kind of look through and click on whichever one you're interested in and see what they're all about. Hi, Chicolette. I had to kick you out of the little stall, huh? You're being a bully. We go through stages. Sometimes we tell everybody, okay, don't put Chicolette in there. She's too much of a bully. But she had been doing pretty well for a while, so we just kind of take it on a day-by-day basis. We put her in there, and then within a few minutes, usually, I'm pulling her out, like, hey, get out. You're just chasing everybody and headbutting them nonstop. So we don't like that. So we all feel as though if she's big and strong enough to bully and beat up on all the other little goats, then she can come out here and eat with her dad and the big boys. Oops, wrong way. Let's turn that water off. Okay, kind of winding up here this morning. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, we've been kind of talking about some of the different things we do and just kind of showing how we're just going down and filling water bottles and kind of looking at the little precautions we have to take to deal with the extreme temperatures here. Right, Chicolette? Little naughty cutie. Little naughty cutie. So it's different than some other sanctuaries that, I follow, and they have the extreme winters, and they actually, have heated water bottles and, heated water containers so the waters don't freeze solid, and they have to have a big barn with plenty of hay and, try to figure out ways that are fire safe. to heat the barns and everything. And that's, we get cold temperatures here, but not anything like that. For us, it's the other extreme. So again, thank you so much for joining us and for spending a little time with us, learning about some of the things we do. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. And I think we'll probably be back here next week with another our little weekly chat, weekly update as we do here. I hope you guys are all staying cool and comfortable and safe where you are, and have a great day. Bye.